Today we're looking at relationship advice. We get this request a lot. For people, they're always asking for our relationship advice because of how awesome we are, and how they idolize us, and how we are essentially their gods.
See,
we're their gods, like ancient Greece style. Like we're the gods of fertility and relationships. You're Pandora and I'm Hermes.
Why can't it be Aphrodite or something?
I made this for you.
No.
I made this piece of bread for you.
How long has that been sitting on your counter?
I made this for you. Feel it. It's still soft. It's still soft. Oh, come on.
You gonna break your damn teeth.
It dusted into my mouth. Today we're looking at r/relationship advice because everyone looks up to us for relationship advice.
Interesting.
It seems like.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
Probably because they have some people have really weird parasocial obsessions with other people online.
Do you think it's because they think we have a good relationship?
Maybe it is. I'm not sure. I think it's just because they're stupid.
No.
Yin and yang, baby. Yeah. I'm your wife, not your mom. A lot of people that I know, a lot of men that I know, they marry their moms.
Oh yeah.
They get into relationships with their moms, which is really weird.
Yep.
It's normal, I think. It's not that weird. I wouldn't say it's weird.
Yeah, depending on how your mom is, I guess. It's normal to be with somebody that is similar to your parents.
You're nothing like my mom, my bitch mother.
She's not a bitch.
She is a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we're that similar though.
Yeah.
In many ways. I don't know.
Hello everyone. So my wife, 32F, and I, 34M, have been together 18 years, but have been arguing recently about the responsibilities within our marriage and we can't seem to agree. I work full-time and my wife is a stay-at-home mother. We have 2 children. One is in school full-time and the other goes to preschool 2.5 days a week. Recently, my wife has been sending me the stupid TikToks that always say, "Your wife is your partner, not your mom," and essentially boil down to men should help out around the house, help with the kids, and pick up after themselves. A sentiment I generally agree with. This usually comes with the side of you don't value what I do to look after the kids and plan everything, etc. Now, to be clear, I'm not against helping out around the house and helping the kids get to bed and brush their teeth and cook meals. I do help with this stuff every day. I feel like all I do is work because the second I finish work, I have kids to help with because she has had them all day. My position is that she is right when the kids are at work, and I can appreciate that after a day of being with them all day, that she is probably tired of the kids. This is not a good sentence.
No, it's not.
This is hard to read.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I have also been at work all day too, and it isn't fair to expect me to be sole parent as soon as I'm finished. Then there is the issue of housework. Our house is always a mess, which frustrates me when she complains about having to do all the unpaid labor of managing a household and looking after the kids. Because from my perspective, I go to work in a messy house and I finish work in a messy house. I work from home, go to my office for 8 hours, only coming out for the occasional coffee and snack, which means that 90% of my mess is contained to a room I only go in. Most days while I'm at work, she isn't even home. I feel that I am holding up my end of the bargain by working full time. Oh my God.
This is so long.
First off, I don't give a fuck. First off.
About what?
All of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like, for one, if you work from home, I'm not going to say that's not a real job, but there's a pretty high chance you're not working 8 hours a day if you work.
Absolutely not.
Like, that's just kind of known.
Not. Everyone I know that works from home is working not that much.
If this is becoming a problem, this seems like a total non-issue to me.
Yeah.
Like if it's actually becoming a problem, then I feel like you should just maybe lay down the pride for a moment and just have an honest conversation to be like, okay, you do this each day, I do this each day, set expectations beforehand, and then just like just as you would a normal business, if they're treating it like they're trying to treat it like a business and like they're saying
transactional.
There's inequity.
Yeah. That's when it gets unhealthy in a relationship, when you're like, well, I did this, so you need to do that. Keeping score is so bad. It's so bad. You just kind of need to agree on stuff.
And if you can't, fist fight.
That's what we do. So, no, I think it's just good. Like, if you cook, I'm just like, I'll clean. And that's just something we don't even need to talk about. It's just like, that just makes sense.
Yeah, and if you ask me to help, I will help.
Absolutely.
No matter what. Like if you're cleaning or whatever.
Much.
And if I just start cleaning, you'll start cleaning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you start cleaning, I don't start cleaning. No. But if you ask for help, I would absolutely help. Yeah. There's no doubt.
Yeah. But there's no animosity if you don't clean or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty simple to me.
That seems pretty easy to solve.
But we don't have kids either.
I, F24, used to work at a restaurant, And my boyfriend, male, 28, saw a pic of my in uniform, and now he is really pissed. Why? From when I was 18 to 21, I worked in one of those chain restaurant bars that have waitresses wearing very little clothing. I was a broke nursing student and it paid the bills, and then some. I left when I graduated, obviously. My boyfriend and I have been dating for only 8 months. The relationship is still heavily new, but also long enough that we are comfortable with each other. Well, this weekend, I guess one of his friends saw a pic of me hanging on the wall at this restaurant. The pic is of me and a few other girls with a kind of famous baseball player who happened to come in, and the owner recognized him. I hardly remember that day as he wasn't even at my table. I just happened to be around when the picture was taken. I was probably 19 in the photo. When my boyfriend received this text pic, he was so mad. He told me it's so embarrassing for his friends to see that I should have told him. I told him that I don't often think about this obscure photo of me hanging on a wall from 5 years ago. He was still so adamant that I disrespected our relationship. Am I missing something? I did not put the picture up, nor did I even remember it was there. It's clearly just barely legal adult. I didn't even remember it was brought up. Oh my God. Is he just embarrassed about the norm? Does anyone know? Because I'm at a loss.
Sounds like he's insecure.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Boom. Roasted.
That's
a little
what it
bit.
sounds like.
It seems like that. It's one of those things where it's just from like just the male brain. It makes sense. Just like to initially feel that like level of sort of it's like an unexpected like lack of control thing.
Yeah.
But it's also something that can easily be rationalized. Like it would be like someone pulling out in front of you while you're driving.
Yeah.
It's like you can lose your mind and get really mad, or you can just be like, oh, that person probably just didn't. There's excusable ways to understand this. Not everything is just wronging me.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't even together at that time either.
That's just what I'm saying. I'm just saying male brain, just in general, like the reaction of it.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it makes no sense.
No, the female brain works like that too. Like it's overthinking everything, even if it wasn't the past. But it's like everybody has a past. There's just no argument for it, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if it bothers you that much and it doesn't bother him, just break up.
Yeah,
just break up.
This is a really small thing and really shouldn't make him that mad.
Yeah.
Like he's just mad that you didn't tell him you were working somewhere. I don't think you know all the jobs I've had.
I don't really give a fuck.
That's what I mean. Really That's what I mean. Unless I was an assassin or something.
That would be sick. That would be kind of fucking sick, bro. Yeah, in the end, though, I feel like that's not good. That's a pretty big, giant red flag as a man. Vibrant masculinity is a positive thing. Can be a positive thing.
Yeah.
Husband, male, 36, gave me, female, 34, a year to lose weight. Fix our dead bedroom situation and get better mentally, or he will leave. How do I handle this? Dude, men suck. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, they do.
We have been suffering from dead bedroom for a few years. I also am in a depression and my mental health is not good. I am also overweight and gained quite a bit over the years. Well, we've went through 2 months recently and he gave me an ultimatum. He's given me 1 year to fix all of this, or he says he also deserves happiness with someone who loves him, etc. I understand his intentions, but I can't seem to shake the feeling that putting all responsibility to me is not right. Also, if he decides to leave, the blame can be put on me in an instant. I am already having so many mental issues and medicated from self-esteem, fear of loneliness, trust issues, etc., etc. The ultimatum doesn't help. I'm not sure what to do. Of course, I want to lose weight, work on my relationship, but I feel really uncomfortable with this ultimatum. I don't know, dude. I feel like there's just not enough context for this one, because this could be like, is she a piece of shit?
Yeah,
that's possible.
Context helps a lot because I mean, you should be able to communicate with your partner. I think that's important, and you should make sure that your partner is as happy and as healthy as they can be. I think taking their feelings into account, obviously.
Yeah, I think that giving someone an ultimatum is like, I mean,
it's so extreme.
But it's like there's two ways to approach it. Is the husband doing it from like a, I'm better than you in every single way.
Yeah.
Here's an ultimatum. Or is it like, I've tried everything and I'm a good, like, we don't have enough context.
We don't know. So yeah, it's hard. And it's hard when you're like in a depressive state like that, because you just don't want to do anything. And then it's hard for the partner to see that and deal with that. I don't know. I have sympathy for both sides.
Start off fist fight first.
Right.
Okay? And then feel, and then you will make love after. Yeah. That's usually what happens.
That's always what it leads to. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith up in this house.
Oh my God. This is an interesting one because it seems like she clearly understands.
Yeah.
And she's not Stockholmed.
No.
And she has read the comments and seems to understand that he's not meaning it as like a threat necessarily. So I feel like this might be one that's good. Maybe she just is really down and she's having trouble taking responsibility for her own life, and because that's tough. I mean, being a human being is really hard.
I think she needed to vent and get some perspective from other people, and now she sees that.
Yeah.
He's coming from a good place. He just wants them to thrive, as you should in a relationship, and I think that's okay. But I don't know exactly how he went about it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I, 24M, am thinking about leaving my girlfriend, 23F, because she posted bikini pics. How to end things peacefully. This has to be bait, right? Because like this is not something you can post on the internet. This is not something you could ever post on r/relationship advice and expect.
But there's so many dudes like this.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like it's a he's so young. He like I don't know. I feel like that's a thing. Some people just don't want that. Some people just don't want that.
Yeah.
That's a thing that you're allowed to have. You're allowed to not want someone who's scantily clad on the internet.
Yeah, sure.
For sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a preference.
Yeah, it's like, how long have they been together? It's just 4 years, and she's just posting pictures of herself in a bikini. I mean, that's like vastly odd context. Why is she doing it? What is her?
We have to read the context. He says for the context. Next.
I was an apprentice to an actual legitimate farrier. Early on in our relationship, I would sometimes post pictures of me in the gym and Facebook to show my progress. She asked me that she didn't feel comfortable with that, so I agreed. Okay, well, there you go.
Okay.
I agreed and haven't posted any pictures of myself in the gym ever since. However, I clearly told her that I would also not want her posting her bikini pictures, and she agreed. Now, I do not use too much social media. I only use Facebook, WhatsApp, and Reddit. I have never installed Instagram and TikTok before, so I honestly had no idea what she was posting in there. A couple of days ago, I was hanging out with her and her friends. One of her friends was on the phone and was scrolling through Instagram. She came up with my girlfriend's pictures in a bikini. I got taken aback, but I thought it might have been an old picture. The thought stayed with me till the end of the day, so when I got home, I installed these apps specifically for the reason. Oh, there's even thirst traps on her TikTok. Interesting. Okay, maybe it isn't bait.
It's not sounding like it.
Yeah, that seems kind of fucked up and weird. Ever since that night, I've been giving her cold shoulder, and I briefly explained that to her why I was upset and stopped replying to her. She seems to be so emotionally wrecked from this. Today, she was sent to the ER, and she sent pictures of herself in the hospital bed. She keeps saying that I should not break up with her and that we can figure this out. From the hospital. What?
Oh, this sounds so toxic.
That sounds bad. This sounds really bad, bro. The thing is, some time ago, we had a huge argument, and the same thing happened. She was admitted to hospital where she stayed for like a week before she got better and was sent home. Huh? This, not to say that this is manipulation, but this is something that people do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's
absolutely.
Yeah, Munchausen's.
Kind of for attention. Yeah, for a specific person.
That's what Munchausen's is. Yeah.
Wow.
If they already discussed it and that's something they agreed upon, I'm on his side.
Yeah, once we have context, like the title, I'm like, screw you, it's her body. She can post what she wants, and then you can prefer what you want. But then with what he said, it's like, it should be, I don't know. Yeah, if you agreed to it, then maybe there should be a discussion so you're not blindsiding your partner and keeping it hidden almost, because he doesn't have
social media. So
that's where it's kind of strange. So I think her motives might have been, not great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know. It's like, it's just one of those things where just posting in general, like if you're it's impossible to argue that if you're posting something for attention, that you're not posting it for attention. And posting your muscles, your naked body, if you're an attractive person.
Yeah.
It's not like in a family setting. If it's a easily identifiable thirst trap, whatever, you are doing that just for attention.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
like
what
100%.
That's what it's for.
That's what it is.
And
that's what it is.
And I think
it's for engagement.
That people liking those posts want you to know that they like those posts, and that's a whole other argument or whatever. It's like, you're posting stuff to get attention, you're liking stuff to get attention, or in some whatever.
Be hot together.
Hot together.
How about that? Take pictures together. That's a good thing. That's a good way to work around it. If she really wants attention so bad.
Yeah.
And if he wants to, if he wants to maintain that like level of understanding that they agreed upon in the past. Yeah, because
he was posting pictures before, so it's like, it's not that either of those things are bad necessarily. I don't think they are.
I feel like it's just one of those things you got to communicate about.
You do. It is. That's all. It's all about communication.
And then do it together.
Yeah, we should come up with a calendar.
Together. A hotness calendar of us together, hot.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
In like jean bikinis.
Oh my god. Just kidding. Yeah, okay. Sounds good.